Police emergency.
And it's a male dragging a female about. Yeah.
Is that them in the background? Is that them in the background now?
So do you think she's likely to be subjected to crime or abuse?
What's happening, please? Is somebody drowning?
We were all like in the river, and my mates have gone too far down. One of them ended up like further, and then my other two were stuck on a branch.
Are there 2 people in the river then?
There's 3 of them.
I need to get you some help. Where are you, please?
Pebble Beach is like down the canal path from Alston Park.
How long have they been in the water, please?
How long have you been in? Like there? Like 10 minutes.
How old are they?
2 of them are 12, turning 13 this year, and then 1 of them 13.
Can these 3 people swim?
Can you swim?
Is that them shouting, saying no?
One of my mates can swim on her back. I can see her, she's still moving, she's above the water. My other 2 can't swim and are stuck on a branch.
Just try and calm her down. We've got police officers and the fire service coming towards you, OK?
There's been an incident on Pebble Beach in Derby, just off the river, where there's been a report of 12 or 13-year-old girls, and one of them looks like she might be drowning. Threat to the young girl's life, potentially. If she's in trouble drowning in the river, then we need to get there and assess the situation.
Pebble Beach is quite an idyllic spot in the summertime. However, it is also potentially a very treacherous part of the river. Only a few years ago, a young lad actually died there while swimming. The water can get very, very deep, and the current can suck you under quite easily. Even if you're a strong swimmer, it can be very deceptive and very dangerous.
We're trying to get there as fast as possible. It sounds like there's at least 2 units on scene now at the minute.
Are you holding on to something? Just hold on to there.
We've got a lot going on out here. There's 2 that are currently holding on to the branch.
Right over there.
That aren't being able
How are we supposed to get them?
We're all up there, and then we like, I don't know how, but we've all managed to get to PR.
Yeah.
And then she started panicking because she couldn't touch the floor. And then they like couldn't swim back up. So I dived into the water.
Yeah.
Like I was already in there. I dived under it, grabbed her.
Yeah.
Because she's the youngest. I pulled her out. I literally picked her up and I like swam with her and got on me.
There's no one else in the water apart from her and
I couldn't try it. I was gonna try to get them out. I can't get
Right.
them. The cords too strong.
I can go. I have confidence in them, very confident.
Come on then.
Yeah.
I know we've got an officer going in. There's one that's really struggling in the water.
MD9 from mid-Exeter.
Yeah, 24.
Be careful when you get near to the weir. If it's really deep, there's one just went to the drowning here some years ago.
No, PC 4131.
Right.
Stay where you are.
You guys stay there, okay? Don't you stay where you are. Yeah. You guys help.
What the control room don't want is for us to become another casualty, and then 3 people in the water becomes 4, becomes 5, and that can easily happen, and that becomes then an absolute nightmare.
Right. To get her first, and then we'll get you guys.
MOD officer in the water now. The child seems to be on a back saying slow. He's just going to go grab her in.
Right, is there any more of them? There's 2 there, 1 there. Is there anyone else? Guys, are you touching the floor? No. Right. Stay there for us. Yeah, just calm down, just relax. Just stay there for us.
Second exit with his mention of an officer already being in the water, we need to get there as soon as we can, just to make sure we've got plenty of people there, just in case they need assistance.
We don't know exactly how many people are in the water or anything at the moment.
There we go.
Down here, yeah?
Yeah, mate, the short come through there.
Yeah.
Turn right, but still two people.
Right.
Just these two here.
Right.
They're just holding on to a branch, however this works. Right, guys, you need to hold on to this, okay? Oh, not I didn't it? Nightmare.
We see it time and time again. You can see there's actually a very fast current. Even a strong swimmer can suddenly panic, or adrenaline gets hold of them, or they get a bit of cramp, or the cold water, and all of a sudden you're in a world of trouble. And sometimes that can end in tragedy.
But they're not going to let you down. But they're not going to let you down.
We've got two 5
Fire brigade got into the water.
Right, tell you what, sit down here. You get your breath.
The water is almost in two parts. Towards the shore it's quite calm. Further out it's bubbling up. The problem is with these kids was that on the other side there was no shore. It was just quite a steep bank with nettles and things like that, you know, not an inviting thing to grab hold of. And I think that's what suddenly they panicked and realised that they couldn't get back and they couldn't go there. So you could see that there's a strong current that the kids have got stuck into. You could visibly see actually one of the fire officers struggling. He was exhausted from the current. These are trained professionals and you could see how it affected him straight away. Is everybody out then? Is everybody?
Yeah, we just confirm all officers are out of the water. All police officers are out of the water.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is quite a local spot for kids and youngsters to come. They've gone over towards that side, more towards the bank, where it's a bit deeper, and then they just panicked.
We were in the shallow end and didn't know we ended up down.
It'll be a case now of just making sure they're all right, taking them home, I reckon, and giving them words of advice. On a different day, things could easily be different. You know, when something like this happens, you can't help but think, oh, crikey, that could be my son or my daughter. Hopefully they'll learn from it.
Alpha 4 Juliet and ACR 1.
You were actually out with her tonight and then she just turned on you? Okay.
Hello, listen. Walk away, stop arguing. Hello?
North Unit can break away from this. We've got another immediate. Female's been threatened to be stabbed.
Said it looked like there was some kind of massive argument. They were chasing each other with wrenches. Hello, could you put me through to the police, please?
You're through to the police. What's the emergency?
Oh, what it is, there's a guy, he's kicking the bus stopping, and he's also just kicked the car, and we've just passed him in our car, and he put his fist up to us. He's kicked the dustbin laying on the floor now in the bus stop. He's still in the bus shelter, and he's kicking it. He's still kicking it in now. You can hear him kicking it. It's going out in front of cars. I'm frightened to death of him.
All right, we'll get somebody down there.
We've been called to a male walking in and out of traffic, but he's got all sorts of warning markers when he's drunk, violence, weapons, all that sort of stuff. I've met him before. The last time I met him, he ran out in front of a taxi and broke his nose. We don't know whether a member of the public might challenge him on his behaviour and he ends up kicking a person, or he gets himself hit by a car like he did last time. It goes up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
smashed it.
He smashed it.
How are you?
Can't hear what you're saying.
I'm alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Just trying to work out what's going on.
You damaged the bus stop?
What's going on? Nah, I ain't done nothing.
Not done nothing? How's that happened?
I ain't fucking know.
Right. Mate, you're under arrest on suspicion of criminal damage at the moment.
Oh,
all right, yeah.
Do what you gotta do, mate.
Chill out.
Do what
Calm
you gotta
down,
do.
man.
Do what you gotta fucking do.
Can you see if there's any other units available to help transport?
Yeah, lie, I didn't.
Whoa! Pack it in.
You lied to me.
Pack it in. What on earth was that for?
Go away from me.
You can't just kick the car.
Go away.
You're under arrest. We can't. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
You done? You're going to chill
Go
out
away
now?
from me, bro.
I can't hear what you're saying. Don't you start spitting or you put a spittle on you, do you understand?
Do what you gotta fucking do. Innit? You fucking
Don't try and kick me.
Listen, mate, I'll rip your fucking head off.
Okay, get on the phone. That's it, stay there.
I'll rip your fucking head off.
That's it. I've got one in here, mate.
Fucking idiot. Stop ripping.
Right, we'll put this spitter on you because you're spitting at us, all right?
Do what you gotta do.
We're not having that round here.
Because if you're going to play silly games, you're going to win silly prizes.
You lie, didn't you, officer?
Not particularly.
Yeah, you love it.
I'd have liked to have just had a nice chat with you, but you're not having it, are you? Right. There you go. No more spitting.
You love it.
I can't take the risk of him spitting in somebody's face, basically. It doesn't even bear thinking about, really, because, you know, you don't know what kind of contagious disease he's got, and it's just not worth the risk. With COVID going on at the moment, it's just another reason. So in order to prevent that from happening, we've had to put a spit hood on him. We're not here to be spat at. It's that one defence we have against spitting. Right,
I'll
let's
rip
sit
your
up then.
fucking head off.
Sit up. That's it. Stay there. Back away from the car, mate. That's it. Sit yourself there.
And fuck you.
And that's why you got a spit hood on.
Yeah. Go away from me.
No.
Go away from me.
You're under arrest, mate.
Under arrest.
You're not going anywhere.
Go away from me. Go away from
It's
me.
not sounding very calm.
You fucking won't fuck yourself. You're fucking trick.
Disgusting.
Discussion.
Yeah.
Discussion when I slit your throat.
Right.
Dirty fucking copper.
We get abuse all the time. It tends to be a lot of anger towards the uniform. You tell them no and they kick off. Basically try and get on your nerves as much as they can without actually committing any offences.
What's that gun now, officer? Look at that, look at that, you fucking dirty fucking... Look at that. Look at that, mate. I'm gonna give you the goodest time, mate. But I'm gonna give you the bestest time you can ever do.
Let's get him in.
All right. Right, you're also under arrest for racially aggravated
Do
public
what
order.
you gotta
Okay.
fucking do.
As soon as they start using race or religion or gender or anything like that, it does start to become hate speech.
Jump in the back.
As soon as they cross that boundary of using those specific attributes towards that specific officer, then it definitely becomes an offence. He's already shown that he can't behave himself in public. There's just all sorts of things that could have happened if we hadn't have intervened and got him arrested.
He'll get dealt with for what he's done. and he'll have his day in court about it all, won't he?
Alpha 4 Juliet and ACR 1.
Ever been arrested before, pal?
No.
No, first time.
I'm going to ask these officers just to explain the reasons for your arrest and the circumstances around it and the necessity, okay? And then we'll go through a bunch of risk assessment questions to make sure you're healthy whilst you're here.
We're doing a warrant this morning. Initial intel say that it's a sophisticated cannabis grow. Apparently it costs £40,000 to £50,000 to set up. We've got, obviously, our team, task force here, we've got Ant, drug expert. If we get nothing from knocking, nothing from shouting, then we'll force entry. Anybody who's in the address, obviously detain them initially, and then we'll arrest them on whatever offence we've got if we do have any offences. That's it from me, really.
We're not going to go chasing through the property. We don't know what's in there. We don't know how it's been booby-trapped. It could be floorboards missing, stairs missing, anything. OK, because we don't know what's behind those doors.
We have thermal imaging cameras that show a significant heat source at the address, windows condensated, curtains are shut at all times of the day and night. It may be full of cannabis plants, there may be a little bit of cannabis, who knows?
When we carry out these warrants for cannabis farms, we've no idea what we're going into. We know that these organised crimes booby-trap the properties. We know that they have weapons. It's there to disrupt the police tactics, so the risk is real.
Any sign of life at the back, Rob?
No, we don't.
You may find multiple occupants, or is it just a single occupant? Who's going to be behind the door?
Hey, pal. How are we doing? You dog all right?
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Don't want dog getting out first. Right, mate. Just so you know, mate, piece of your notes from Derbyshire Police.
Yeah.
We're here to execute a warrant under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act.
Yeah.
Any idea why I'm here?
Right.
No idea. Matt, can you just look after this chap for me, just while I do a recce? If you just stay with us, Mick, while we just go throughout the rest of the address. OK. On the left-hand side, you've got mature grow. Filters, fans, extraction piping, lamps, circuit boards. We're coming to the second room, which appears to be a bit of a nursery. Nice big one. Yeah. OK, at this time it is 07:58 hours. You're under arrest on suspicion of producing a Class B drug, namely cannabis, OK? So you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned, something which later will line in court, OK? So I'm just going to put some cuffs on you. Feel a bit sick? That's understandable. You've been arrested before?
No.
Just take a deep breath from here. What we need to ascertain now is what this person's involvement was. Could this be linked to an organised crime group? Could this person be under duress to commit this offence? Or is he just doing it for his own benefit? Don't go searching through stuff. I don't know what's under here.
I got salt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, mate, listen to me. If you've taken something...
I've not taken anything.
So this is just shock, is it?
What? Yeah,
Is this just shock about what's happening?
Yeah.
OK. You're being straight with me.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
Because if you don't tell me, we can't help you.
All right, just stand up for us. What's that there? What's that there?
No, we don't.
Get down. right, just stand up for us. What's that there? What's that there?
No, we don't.
Stay there. Get down. Stop struggling. Just relax for us. Let's get some cuffs on him now. Right. You got your cuffs.
While sat down there, he's tried to make a break for the door and tried to snap his phone.
You've been a bit of an idiot, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was never going to happen, was it? Right. No.
Sorry, mate.
Let's move you around. 1, 2, 3, stand. Let's go. Right.
Based on his actions, I would suggest that he's looking after this on behalf of a bigger player within the OCG. Hence, he didn't want us to have his phone. So that'll be to try and stop us getting towards the other people involved in this grow. Fortunately, we've managed to secure that from him and preserve the evidence. The next process will be the search phase.
Just be careful of your feet, guys, as you're coming up. So what we've got here in the first room on the left, we've got a mature grow room, full setup. Plants are coming towards their maturity when they'll start to be cropped. You can see the bud being produced on the plants now. Based on what we've got here and the quality of the plants, I'm guessing there's something in the region of £20,000 to £30,000 worth of cannabis. This will all go to build a cracking case against the suspect.
Stairs are being searched now, so just stay clear for the minute.
Kitchen area 2.
Seize the contents.
Okay.
Okay. We'll crop the plants to seize the evidential samples of the cannabis grow, and then the remaining plants will be seized for destruction. So you've got 87 plants for destruction.
Yes.
And then we've got 4 samples.
Correct.
The disruption to the criminal fraternity is huge, because not only do they lose the equipment, you're also taking the yield. That's a setback for them, because somewhere along the line they've got to try to recuperate that money. It's not just about the drug dealing, the cultivation, it's everything else that goes hand in hand with that. Street users don't have jobs to fund their habit. They're committing burglaries, they're committing theft. That's the impact it's having on the community.
Just been emotional.
Yes, thank you.
Alpha 4 Juliet and ACR 1.
This emergency.
My 12-year-old daughter, and a man tried to grab her. She literally just had to fight him off. He grabbed her, put her hand over her mouth and told her she'd got to go with him. Luckily, she fought him off.
Grabbed her from behind, did he? Did you say he put his hand over her face?
Over her mouth. Yeah.
What did he say?
He said he was just mumbling to her. And when she said to him, please just let go of me, I won't say anything, he ran off. He had a mask on and a hood up.
Was he wearing any gloves or anything?
He had gloves on. Like, skiers gloves, basically.
You can hurt him anywhere.
Are you hurting anywhere, darling? No. She's just crying. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're going to come near me, so we know.
Got loads of officers coming in the area to look for him.
Okay.
A phone call from a member of the public saying that their daughter was playing on a field when a male has grabbed her. She's managed to break free and run off, and pass a description of this male. This male is allegedly wearing black Doc Martens shoes. He's got a black jumper on, a black face mask. It's a very serious allegation. It's about as serious as it gets.
It's very time critical, so the calls come in from a parent and the call says 2 minutes ago. So we know it's immediately happened. We've got a good chance of getting the area contained. The faster we can get there, the faster we can get that contained and make sure that nobody leaves. Yeah, this is the one that isn't it? Yeah. So it's this plain area here where it's happened.
What's that doing now? And a Kilo 94 Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, go ahead.
Just run me a code 2 vehicle check, please. Mercedes in black. Driven past the offence location.
He's just left in a vehicle near the area where the incidents happened.
Yeah, that does come back to a Merc in black coupe. Insurance is held. No reports on the vehicle.
It comes back local. We'll just have a word with the driver, see if he matches the description. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Oh, sorry, mate.
It's all right, buddy. Have you got your driving licence, you mate?
I am now.
No. You got a driving licence?
I have, yeah, but I ain't got it on me.
Right, okay. What's your date of birth?
It's right, my daughter's just reported a bloke with man touching kids or something.
Your daughter has?
Yeah.
Okay.
You witnessed it then?
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't see him do anything, but me and my friend were walking back from the shops. We were going to this rope swing that's there.
Yeah.
And she fell off, and so we ran, and then she was gone, and then we heard her screaming. So.
But you heard a man's voice as well?
Yeah, but we don't know what he said. We just heard like a man screaming.
Did you hear him shouting anything?
No, it was just like a man's voice.
But you've not seen this man, have you?
No.
No.
She said that he was wearing like a black mask, and then just like a full black outfit.
Do you know which way he would have run if this man was there?
No, because we just heard her screaming to run, so we all ran out with her.
Yeah, right.
9679.
Alright. Alright. Are you alright? Yeah? Alright, as long as you're alright. Okay. The child that's been grabbed is her friend, but she's not witnessed anything.
We'll go down south.
Sounds like there was a similar report made yesterday, so it could have been the same male yesterday. So we need to look at obviously trying to stop it happening again and find who this person is.
Juliet 17 Charlie Foxtrot uniform.
Without a doubt, that you want to get that person and you want to stop them doing that to somebody else. Ultimately, the goal is to get them off the street, because it may be an attempt this time, but next time it could go all the way.
Alpha 4 Juliet and ACR 1.
What's he said? He's admitted production. He says, yes, it's all for him, not supplying, nothing like that, not under duress. It is genuinely all for him. He's got an addiction, smokes over an ounce a week of weed, basically, which is a lot.
It's a lot.
for one man.
That's a lot. It's a lot to smoke.
Yeah. We've seized the evidence. The suspect's being interviewed. He's been released for investigation, and the wheel continues. Tomorrow there will be another grow. There will be another setup. There'll be another suspect taken out. That's what we sign up for. That's what we're all about, and we love it.
We can be on the lookout for anybody on the footpath that matches the description.
If somebody's wanted for an offence, they're either going to do one of three things. They're going to either fight with you, they're going to run away from you, or they're going to comply with you. We know that his intention is he wants to run away. The issue we've got, if somebody runs away, they've got time to change clothes or change their appearance, then we effectively lose evidence. So we've got units at the end of this road. If we stay this sort of area, there's the other units at the playing field, so it's sort of contained.
Hey, mate, you alright? What are you up to, matey? What are you up to?
I'm going to work.
Oh, yeah.
I've got work round the corner.
Mate, there's been an incident happen not too far from here, just behind these woods, okay? Yeah.
I'll come that way.
Okay. Have you got any ID on you? No ID whatsoever? Have you not got a bank card or anything like that? No? Mobile phone?
Yeah, I've got my phone.
You've got a mobile phone. Do you have social media, so Facebook pages or anything like that? Brilliant. Can you pull up your Facebook page so we can see that it's the same person that we're looking at?
I've never had that.
Well, it's just because you've got no ID on you, that's all. All right, mate, no worries. An 8 Kilo 94 Foxtrot. Can you just pass me a description, please, of the offender?
Okay. All right. Just identify it for us. Can I just have a look at the bottom of your shoes, please?
Yeah, there should be a male wearing a black jumper, black mask. He's got black ski gloves on, wearing black dot marking shoes.
I'm just going to take a photograph of you, just because of your description.
You got any gloves or anything in your pockets?
Any what?
Gloves or anything in your pockets?
Yeah, I've got my case of rains.
Black gloves. Yes, yes. So, just to update you, I've got a male stopped. This male is wearing black shoes, black bottoms, a black jumper with a black face covering. However, he's wearing a backpack and a high-vis coat. Like, it's so easy to take that jacket off and just run around all dressed in black.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah. Very strange, I match his description.
Yeah, mate, that's my issue, is that if he takes this high-vis coat off and puts it in that rucksack, which he's got on his back, he is the offender. What time did you leave home? 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to let you know, I'm just going to text you.
And is there anyone at your home address?
Yeah, my wife was there.
Your wife? Did she see you leave?
Yeah.
So he says he left at 9:30, his home address. His wife's there. His wife can confirm he left at 9:30. So this incident was called in at 28 minutes past 9. So if he's left at 9:30, he hasn't done it, yeah. Right. But if he's left any time before that, as in he's had enough time to get here, just let us know, because I think he wants to come in.
Right, okay.
All right, cheers, dude. So the unit that's just left are now going to his home address to see what time he left. If it turns out that he left his address before that time, then there's a strong possibility that he's going to be coming in on suspicion of the offence.
Alpha 4 Juliet and Sierra 1.
An Audi A3 with possibly no tax. You've just gone round in a circle.
Proactive work is where you look out for things in advance to see if there's any vehicles with markers on there in the area. So there may be a marker for no insurance, it could be for tax, it could be for being involved in crime, maybe that vehicle might be carrying weapons.
Hey, you're right. Your vehicle showed up for no tax, okay, so I'm just going to caution you, so you don't have to say anything, but may arm your defence. If you do not mention when questioned, some minutes may trial in court, and if you do say, may be given evidence. Have you got tax on the vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you got insurance and everything?
100%, yeah.
Okay. Have you got your driving licence on you?
No, I ain't got it in the house.
Okay. Did you just do it?
It's showing untaxed.
Yeah, it is showing untaxed. It ran out in January 2021. What's your name for me? Is that marked with a C or a K?
M-A-R-C-K. M-A-R-K.
And your date of birth, Mark?
It's 25th of the 8th or No.
You got a problem remembering your date of birth?
Yeah.
Right, come and take a seat in the back of our car then, because I'm not happy that you are who you say you are. Just take a seat in there. So what's your real name?
Oh, mate. Oh, I'll get the car taxed tomorrow, mate. Can you fucking...
What's your real name?
Mate,
We've got
mate,
fingerprint
I'm not
sensors,
having
so we can find out your identity either way. So what's your name?
Arrest me, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Why have you gone round the roundabout twice?
Because I've missed the fucking turning, bro. Listen, the car's taxed. I know it's taxed, 100%.
Are you the registered keeper for the vehicle?
I'm not talking. Wait. Do my head in, mate. Listen.
Okay.
I don't want to sit in there, bro.
Right, sit there.
Get off me, bro.
Right, get up against the
Why
car.
are you hurting me in that, bro?
You do not push me. Right.
I haven't pushed anyone. Look, right, I'm sweet. Oh, straight, bro. I'm sweet.
Right, you're under...
Why are you
Right.
Bro, what are you doing to me? Look, I'm soft. Look, bro, look. He's not letting you fucking grab me.
Need more officers. Need more officers. They'll run in. Police, stop! Now! Need more officers. They'll run in. Police, stop! Now! They'll run in down towards bowling alley. He's wearing a blue jumper, jeans, medium legged hair. Can't keep up with him. Right. End of the road, right. The mail's made off from me. Don't quite know why yet. His assault was in the process. So I'm now just going to search all these gardens while my colleagues have gone up there searching. 10 minutes ago, we were pretty calm, and all of a sudden we're from 0 to 100. Something minor like taps can soon escalate into further issues. I think he's probably disqualified, a drink driver, or he may have stolen a car. You must have something quite bad to lose.
Basically, we found in the back a letter which is registered to him.
Yeah.
And then another letter.
So a bank statement of some sort.
Yeah. It's the same address.
We've got a possible name for the driver now, based on searching that car. And from intelligence, we've linked a male who we believe is the person responsible.
Ah, there seems to be quite a lot of cash here. Underneath one of the mats, I found a significant amount of cash. There was around £250. It's a little bit suspicious, and especially the fact that we've had him run off. It all adds up.
Oh, well, that wasn't what I expected. We've got some possible white powder, potentially drugs in there. So they'll be seized as part of the investigation as well. So, given the cash and the drugs, we've got potential that they may have been supplying drugs in the area.
This will be recovery.
So the vehicle's now going to be seized for forensics and also because it may be stolen, so we need to find the owner. Even though we haven't caught the offender now, we've took some drugs off the street, we've got some cash that's probably linked to crime, so that's still a good result.
Alpha 4 Juliet and Sierra 1.
What's in this pocket?
An 8 Kilo Indy 4 Foxtrot.
Right there.
You've got to appreciate what position we're in at the moment. Is that?
I understand.
Yeah, we've got a description of a person with a black face covering, black gloves, black shoes,
Yeah, I know.
and a black jumper. Yes, yes.
You got to do what you got to do.
If he left at 9:30, there's no way he could have committed this offence because it came in before that time.
The only boring part of your job, I bet, waiting.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Father had said he left at 9:30.
So he left at 9:30.
That's what she said, mate, yeah. She said he leaves at 9:30 every night, bar Thursday, where I think he goes early.
All right, mate. I'm not disputing what you've said. We've checked. Your missus said that you left at 9:30 as well, mate. So,
Hey, fine.
yeah. So no issues with that, mate. I'll just take your phone number and then we'll let you get back to work. That's just a case of wrong clothes, wrong place, wrong time. He matched the description to a T, aside from his Ivory's jacket. But we've been to his home address and spoke to his partner, and she's confirmed what time he left his home address. So I think we can safely sort of rule him out of it. We'll give you a call if you need anything more, mate. Sorry it's took so long. All right, and enjoy the rest of your night, buddy. All right.
Hopefully my boss will let me have a coffee.
Hopefully, mate, yeah. All right. See you later, buddy. Cheers, mate. Once we've established that he's not the offender, our mind automatically switches back to where is the offender. We've still got a person outstanding. We've not got the suspect who we thought we had, so we need to continue searching for this outstanding offender. Ultimately, there's somebody else potentially still out there that's done this, and we need to look for him.
Can I have some more units to join 3 Delta and 3 November for this fight on Maynard Road at Chesterfield?